All right, everybody. Good morning, esports fans. We're going to be looking at a Rocket League match this morning for the Los Alamos High School Esports Club. I'm really excited to kick off the fall 2021 season here for the Los Alamos High School. This fall, we're planning on having a variety of Rocket League matches only. Maybe we'll get a few other types of show matches going on League of Legends, despite some of our other games. But certainly, there's going to be an official Rocket League season kicking off this fall that we're hoping to be real competitive in, coming off a state championship last year. We're going to be trying to build up our stream audience this year to have a good showing and good production to try to draw in a bigger audience this year. So this year we're going to be kicking off a series of Saturday showcases. This one will be in the morning, obviously, but we're going to be hoping to have some afternoon or evening ones over the next few weekends to try to highlight some of the talent that we have, both past and present, from our Rocket League team. So today we have a really special match looking at the Secret City Esports team current Rocket League stable against a couple of our alumni. We have a 2-on-2 match planned this morning. Obviously, as the weeks progress, we'll get more and more players involved here, but we want to kick it off as soon as we can this year with this 2-on-2 match. We'll talk a little bit more about the format in a few minutes here, but what we have is a 2-on-2, not just a standard 2-on-2 match. It's actually going to be including some mutators. So certainly it will not necessarily be a standard Rocket League match. It's going to be pretty crazy, I think, especially based on the mutators that were selected. Anyway, we'll go more into that in a little bit. I think I'll pull in the other caster here, so I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Blake Turdy Brogus, Coach Hovde. I'm going to be hopefully one of the main casters this season as we fight through this challenging New Mexico scene. And then I'm going to pull in my other caster this morning. We have Coach Goodbody, Austin. How's it going?
Got the alumni team coming in a little cold. Been just under a year for them to be playing, so we'll see how they fare against someone that's been playing competitively and see if the nerves get to them. You know, that's always a factor.
Exactly.
And, yeah, so this is Austin. I'm a horrific shot. I'll be one of the coaches trying to support doing montages, video editing, and we'll try and keep these kids going and pushing towards greater things, get another championship under their belt, and get them exposed to any colleges and keep them striving.
Yeah, that's excellent. So shout out to Austin. He put together a really nice montage from some highlights last year. So check that out on our socials pages here. You can hopefully see them on the stream. We've got a Facebook page, Twitter page, a YouTube page, and a Google website. And then maybe most important of all, we have a brand new merch store. Let's take a look at some of those items here.
Yeah, Blake, I think this merch is also going to come into effect once we go into in-person matches. You know, coming into a game, you see people all stunting in their new jerseys and everything. I think it's going to be pretty intimidating for all these other schools that may not have stuff like this put together. So.
Yeah, no. So there's a live website right now that you can go buy some of this merch you see on the screen. There's really slick looking jerseys there that that's going to be a little intimidating, as you said, to see that. So if you're not, hardcore getting a jersey, certainly you can pick up one of the t-shirts, hats, mugs. Anyways, the real benefit of this is that any merch you buy on the website here is actually going to directly support funding to the esports team. So not only are you going to be able to represent the Secret City Esports team, but also be able to support the funding of the team as well, which is critical for our success.
Yeah, that's a huge benefit for us. We don't really have too much support, as high schools don't really see the limelight too much for any esports, and they typically go for the traditional sports, soccer, baseball, football. So we're trying to bring them in, get them well supported, so that way, athletic directors will actually see what it's worth. Esports is a big growing community, so.
Absolutely, yeah. The potential is there for growth, and we love to see the growth this upcoming 21-22 season. It's really exciting. The esports scene is growing, globally, but also in New Mexico, and there's been a lot of legwork that's been done the previous years to start building this momentum, and that has to be really appreciated and credit where credit is due. So anyway, last year Coach Tony did bring in a couple of state championship trophies that are building the high school's trophy case right now. So obviously we'll try to build on that success this year again. No pressure to the athletes, but we have high expectations for having some success again this year. Overall, though, what we're looking for is just to build a community within the high school, to get anybody interested in gaming together and have a real fun environment. The important thing is not necessarily to win; it's just to build our community and have a good time doing it. If we generate wins in the process, that's a bonus, but not really the goal. Really, we're just trying to build a community within the high school.
Yeah, that's a big factor, is trying to have some form of, team association, so that way like you're always going to be building each other up, try and bring them in, teach them different things, because some people have different backgrounds. Some may have different games. League of Legends is a huge game, and I've never played it, but playing something similar to it, you can kind of get into the swing of things, and it really helps out when you have that community building. So
exactly, and yeah, the stable of games that they're offering this year at the state level is actually pretty interesting. So we have Rocket League, which we'll be showcasing this fall, and then when spring rolls around, we'll have the full complement of games. So anybody that's interested in games like League of Legends, Rocket League, Smite, they're adding a FIFA component this year, Madden component, as well as Splatoon and Smash Brothers. So really, there's so many different tastes and varieties of games that people are interested in within that list, that we should be able to pull in a healthy audience and support all of those games if there's interest. So keep that in mind as the fall kicks off here. If you're interested in any of those games, we also have other casual games that we like to play within the high school sports esports group here. So if you're interested in Fortnite, we have a Fortnite group as well. So really, we support any type of gaming and are happy to have you join the club.
yeah, and a lot of it's just trying to figure out where this is going to be placed. Play Versus is one of the huge communities that helps us and gets us established, so that way we can have it within the state championship type of formats. So we're excited to see these couple new games coming up, and see what they're going to be bringing in the future. Try and keep it lively. I don't want it to just be the same mundane.
Yep. Maintain momentum and get a bunch of different games out there to generate interest. I think that's awesome. So it's real healthy.
Yeah, because back in our era, we had StarCraft and definitely multitasking type games, and now these are fast-paced games coming out with both multitasking, trying to read and predict. It's really interesting seeing how these kids can really react and try and make those plays.
Yeah, we'll talk a lot about probably the skill ceiling, the terminology of a skill ceiling, and how some of these games have a really high skill ceiling, meaning you could put in hundreds and hundreds of hours and still be constantly improving. There's not really a limit to how skillful somebody can be, and the growth of the game over the years from when it comes out to where it is now is extremely impressive. How fast people can adapt and build new skill sets. it's really a mental challenge. I mean, there's a lot of practice that goes into becoming highly skilled at some of these games, and it's not just by blindly sitting at a monitor or a TV playing hours. It's really about dedicated practice and putting in the hours into the right thing in order to become a really high skilled player in a lot of these games.
Yeah, especially with different companies like Psionics. They're moving over, trying to upgrade their systems, trying to get different things going for getting some of these console players to get in, get some custom matches going. They can learn a lot. A lot of these players that are running PC, they get to learn really quick. They get these custom maps, custom setups, so that way they can learn with pretty high grade of acute mechanics, and understanding the physics of the game is huge.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's still learning these different aspects of the game. So as we
Mm-hmm.
keep on moving along, this game's been around for 5 years. It's grown a lot. We got a lot of different things that you have to understand and read, and a lot of it I'm still learning.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. I think the availability of esports really helps some of these students. So, when I was in high school, I played basketball, tennis, and golf. Once you kind of get out of high school, there's more limited opportunities for doing some of these competitive activities, be in a club setting or elsewhere. But the real beauty of esports and why I'm interested in gaming still is it kind of feeds that competitive aspect that is really accessible these days, and you kind of get the same dopamine rushes as you do in physical sports as you do in esports when you're winning, losing, making a great play. So really, it's a great opportunity for folks that aren't necessarily interested in sports at the high school level and the physical aspect, but want to have that competitive I don't know, mojo as well. And it should be said, a lot of our esports athletes are also playing in other sports teams as well. So there's a really great overlap here and a good opportunity for a lot of these students.
Yeah, and much of that is just trying to figure out how you're going to meld together. So as you go and meet someone right now, we're, in the middle of trying to do it from home. We can't really meet in person. So you're trying to feel out how each person's personality is. And then once you get to meet them in person, you get to hang out. So it's a different aspect now.
Exactly. All right, so we have a target of 11 o'clock as our match kickoff. Why don't we talk a little bit, Austin, about this format a bit more and who's going to be playing on each of these two teams. So we have an alumni team that's going to be Ultimate Zed and Boss Lusario. So I'm pretty new to the program here. I don't know if you've had much interaction with those two guys, Austin. It looks like Ultimate Zed is ranked somewhere around a Diamond 1. Boss Lusario is around gold level. Do you have any experience playing with these guys?
No, not with this past team. I've played with one of the current players, just T-Man. I've played with him a couple of times. He's pretty well noted, but it'll be interesting seeing how this matchup is going to go, because who's been cold, who's been going at the sticks lately. It's going to be a pretty interesting, because on the high school team we got Landboy. He's running at Platinum 1 range, and then just T-Man's running around Champ 1. So it's just all about communication, seeing who's going to be aggressive. If they're going to be over aggressive because they got that higher rank, they can make some mistakes.
Yeah, it's all about confidence, and I'm more of a defensive player when I play Rocket League myself, so I think that goes a long way. As if you just play a little more cautious, if you're playing with somebody a little higher ranked, you can always capitalize on a fast break. So we'll see what happens here. As I mentioned, this is not necessarily a standard match this morning. We are going to have mutators built in, so let me see what was selected, at least for the first round of mutators. I don't
It's
know if you
noted
had
that some of these people have different age ranges. So we got T-Man, he's a senior, and then we got Landboy, he's actually an 8th grader. So we get a different age range, and then they get to play whether they're in high school or going to high school here soon. So it's going to be a good best of 7 round is what we're going to be doing for this setup. Looks like the first mutator may be a low gravity is what we're going to be going for. So it goes bouncing back and forth between the current player and Alumni team, and they get to pick what mutator they would like to play with. So maybe they'll have a little bit better of a shot. You know, maybe they've played with these different mutators and they practice. We'll find out.
Hopefully
I know
not
if it
too
was
much
me.
practice on these. It's
Right.
it might throw off your game in standard game modes, but yeah. So there's a low gravity and high bounciness. So it's going to be a little bit messy, I think, of trying to figure out who's actually going to be able to make contact with the ball once it starts moving quickly. So yeah, the low gravity certainly is going to help players kind of fly through the air. So a little bit about Rocket League. It's just car soccer. So basically, you're driving a car around trying to hit a soccer ball into a goal. Kind of the thing that makes Rocket League, you know, really different than a traditional soccer type game is that a lot of the action you'll see takes place in midair. These cars, it's called Rocket League for a reason. These cars have a rocket engine on the back that allow them to jump into the air and shoot forward. They don't have wings necessarily to fly with, but they do have a rocket boosted engine that allows them to fly into the air. And you can make slight adjustments in the air, as you'll see some of these players do. But it's really technically challenging to try to make some of these plays in the midair when the ball is high up in the air, and it's a really impressive and fun game to watch. So we're gonna watch a bit of craziness here, based on these mutators.
Yeah, we'll see if whiffs come into play. We got the Alumni team picking the low gravity, so they'll be flying real high. You know, they got the platinum and champ level, so they're pretty well comfortable in the air in their rankings. So we'll see if this is going to throw them off, because what they're originally reading is actual physics based. Now it's just thrown off. So it's going to be a lot of boost management. We'll see if we're running all full-time boost, or if they're going to be having to pick up those pads. Because on this format of the map, we have corner boosts and mid boosts. That's a full 100. And all these pennies that they got on the floor, that's 12 boost every single time they go and pick up. So a lot of pathing is going to be noted, and which way they want to attack, whether it's going to be from the ground or from the ceiling. It's going to be a interesting little setup match.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be who can adapt quickest to these odd conditions. So I don't know. I don't know if, you know, a more experienced player is going to be thrown off a bit more by low gravity or high ball bounciness. Maybe the lower experienced players might have an advantage in that they're just a little bit more adaptable and not. I don't know how you say it, but once you get into the zone, you kind of just hang out in there and expect certain ball bounces, expect certain paths to take, but those are going to be really thrown off. So maybe somebody a bit more adaptable will have an advantage here. We'll see.
Yeah, predicting much of it can be your downfall, but it also could be your plus. You know, some of this is going to be really interesting. I'm gonna see what they pick for card choices, because we have different type of hitboxes that you have in this game. You can have a higher hitbox, you can have a low hitbox, and you get different plank setups. So you can actually get high heavy flicks, you can get hard touches, and a lot of these touches is key to what you're going to be doing for your play, because if you get a heavy touch, you're pretty much out of play and you got to rotate back out. So we'll see what they have for card choices here as well.
That's a really great point. So yeah, I don't know what car you use, Austin, but I use the Merc, which is a kind of a minivan type car.
Yeah, big boy.
Not many players use that, so I'm kind of an oddball, but that's what I've been playing with since I started playing Rocket League, so it's comfortable to me. What do you play with, Austin?
So I normally go with the Dominus hitbox. It's a nice heavy touch. You get the hard hits, and you get some good easy reads for doing some air dribble and possible flip resets if I'm even feeling fancy enough and I can actually get there. But yeah, much of this is going to be interesting. Octane is definitely the most popular. They have a lot of choices for the Octane hitbox, but these hitboxes they have different skins, so they may come in different tastes. See if someone has cool designs and may help their confidence go up.
Exactly. So the Dominus is kind of a flat car. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So it's almost like you can play Pong with it. You have like a
Yeah,
paddle almost that you can slap the ball with right into the goal. So
right.
um,
Goalkeeping, you just have to hop up and kind of turn sideways and see if it hits you. Where your hitbox, you can just jump up and you're the same size. Just
yeah, it doesn't
big old
matter which way
rectangle
it
going around.
turns. It's just a little shoebox that jumps up in the air. Exactly. All right.
All
Looks
right.
like our players are starting to join the match here. Make
Looks like we
sure
got
that. Yeah, go ahead.
one of them is Octane Hitbox. He's got a
Oh, you
pretty
see that already. Okay.
standard setup. We'll see how he plays with it. Some of these players are more comfortable, and some of these players like to play around with different hitboxes and try and find their own. So we'll see if we see them change up any of their picks as they go along with these different mutators.
Yep.
Especially with these low gravity settings, I think it's going to be some bangers of some shots going in. It's going to be heavy touches.
Yeah, I don't really necessarily know if how much they can focus on defense versus offense with these mutators. So I'll be curious to find out what the strategies are and how this ball actually starts bouncing. It's going to be a little crazy.
Yeah, it looks like we have two Octane hitboxes on. That's the current high school teams setup, and then we got one Dominus, and I can't see just out of frame. There's someone else that's going to be on the Alumni team, so we got a couple different varieties, but it's not going to be too hard for them to adjust to what they got going, especially if they play it pretty consistently.
All right. All right. Looks like all four of our players are in position. So let's get this thing kicked off. Good luck, everybody.
Let's see if there's any trash talking coming in from current players and alumni. That'll be pretty interesting here.
I see a lot of chat going on, but it's not clear what's happening. I think we're just waiting for everybody to be ready, and we'll get this thing kicked off. And today, yeah, I didn't even mention we're playing a best of 7 series. So first team to win 4 games is going to take home this inaugural 2021 fall season show match here, which would be good bragging rights, particularly if the current players can take this match away from the alumni. That'd be a little bit of an upset, I would say, but definitely possible.
It looks like we're having a little bit of difficulties. Might have to reformat this so that way we can have it go through on the start sequence. We had to try and make enough room for us to spectate and also try and get it all coordinated for the players to be able to be in the kickoff positions.
Exactly.
That's one big thing is if you don't have it formatted correctly, the kickoff can be favoring one team more than the other. So we need to make sure it's going to be a nice, even matchup. Give them a good shot.
Perfect. I'm going to switch back to the merch page, and we're going to get into a fresh match here and start in just 1 second.
It'll be interesting to see. We got some merch coming through for all the kids. They're going to be having their actual player ID and name going to be going for them, and we'll see what we can do for trying to adjust and get some people more interested in some of this merch because it's pretty fly. It's just representing the full colors of the high school, and what we had for the company is skulls. They went through and took what we had for our initial design, and they went and blew it out of the water. It looks amazing for how they went and set up these jerseys.
It's quite nice. I mean, it's better than any other sports team jersey, I will say right now.
Yeah.
The design is really off the charts there. Really well done.
Yeah, it's not like the original plain Jane that you normally get for any high school sports teams, where you got just whatever color you have, bold, and then they have one color for away and one color for home. So this is going to be pretty cool, to
Yeah,
represent what you actually have for your own design. And these kids got to have some say in it, which is awesome.
absolutely. Yeah, I know I'm going to be at least getting the hat and the tumbler myself. We'll see if I can, I don't know, be respectable enough to get a jersey. That'd be pretty sweet. But
Yeah. That's going to be my run. I just got to keep on ranking up so that way I can actually rep it with some good gameplay.
you're,
I don't
I
want to
mean,
bring down there.
you're fairly new to Rocket League, I would say. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's correct. I started about a month right before it went free to play, so I got a little bit to play, but closing in on 500 hours, closing in on
Wow, that's awesome.
diamond gameplay. So it
Yeah.
just depends on who you're running into. They may have more game sense. All right,
All
here
right,
we go.
we're off and running, and
It looks like some people may not even be ready. They're
Just
probably too
T-Man.
busy looking at their quick chats.
Yep. They were too busy trying to chat. Yep. The Chatterbox has got punished there, so immediately one goal goes to the current students. Perfect.
Oh
So-
man, his initial whiff. Let's see what they got going. They're going to be cooking up a play. A lot of people are playing defensive. We got some people stacking up.
Yeah, you can see the effects of that high ball bounce right there. It bounced like 3 or 4 times before anyone even got a car body to it.
Yeah, and it just floats. And it's noted that these are square hitboxes, so some of these hitboxes don't actually meet up correctly with some of these cars. So getting these double touches like he just did right there, you really have to know what you're doing. And as you can see, they have this dial on the right hand side that notates what they have for boost. So they're going through, they have to actually pick up their boost pads so that we can get some aerials going and get some car control, because as you can see, they can do initial flips, but once they go up in the air, they have that boost to only control and do air roll. Oh, got a passing play going here.
Yeah, that was a pretty good setup by Just T-Man. Didn't quite capitalize it.
No. Yeah, I think they're going to struggle with this high ball bounce, man. They're thinking they're going to pinch this straight in, but it just floats. Look at this. Double commit going through. And I will say that the Alumni team has a pretty good rotation going here.
So far, so good. It's been pretty safe work, yeah. These are just so hard to predict when it's coming right at you with that high bounce. I think you're going to have to get a little more space.
Yeah, and potential for own goals is very high right here. As you can see, they almost went off backboard and went into their own goal.
Oh,
Ooh,
really nice
what a
touch to
touch.
get that under the defender.
And it's noted that depending on the surface, if they touch it with their wheels, it's a nice soft touch. As you can see, once they hit it with the front of the car, it booms it. So
Here's
We're
that
gonna see
own
what
goal
they
you're
have.
talking about, yeah.
oh, diamond them up. Here we go. Nice set touch.
Ugh. Just T-Man's kind of patiently waiting for the shot, and it never comes.
Yep. For a second, I thought he was just toying with them.
All right, current students pulled out a double commitment from the alumni team. They have a chance if they can just get a touch on this ball. They might have a shot here.
Here
And a
comes
double touch coming.
Ooh,
Almost.
just missed.
Keeping it in play. Really
They are
nice
in
center.
voice comms. They are in voice comms, so they know what each other's doing, what they're going to be going for, and when they should be rotating out. So we'll see. Some mid-game adjustments are probably going to be coming out.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute or two for them to get a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, current students do have a really good ball placement there. The partner didn't quite come up in time to take a shot at that. This is on target. Great save by Landboy.
Ooh. Oh, nice touch.
That was a really clutch touch there.
He's going to follow this up.
Yeah, Alumni
Put it
do
off the
have
sidewall. Oh,
a bit
good
of a
contest,
chance.
but he got beat. So as you can see there, he goes floating through the air. He hits another jump. They only get that second jump for about 2 seconds after they initially go off the ground. So if you get a reset, it really helps you. But if you take that inertia away from your car and you flip, you lost a little bit of your control there.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the most dangerous plays. If you, oh, here's a shot on target.
Oh,
Beautiful, beautiful shot by Just T-Man. Just look at the way that he flips his car over to get that angle downward. That was a really high
a little more
skill play.
controllable how you can get that touch as well.
Excellent shot. So yeah, current students up 2-0, and we get a free shot. Unfortunately, it's a little spicy.
Ooh.
And another miss.
Not only the gravity effects of these touches on the ball, it also affects the cars.
Oh,
what a touch on that.
What
Just
an excellent redirect.
After picking up 100 boosts, he had plenty to play with. Oh, just close enough to the touch, but I think he would have just banged it into his own goal if he would have touched that.
That's right.
That was a great kickoff.
Yeah, beyond that first kickoff, we have seen the alumni team do a little bit better on kickoffs so far, but they haven't capitalized quite yet.
Got about 15 seconds. I don't know if they're going to be able to complete 3 goals. Trying to keep this game alive. Ooh, just on the outside post. They're going to capitalize, I think. They're going to punish them. Yep,
that's
there they
beautiful.
are.
What a great flick. Yeah. So that's right. The nice thing about a best of 7 is that, you know, you have time to get your feet under you here. There's no panic losing a game. Even though it's a little lopsided, the play I've seen doesn't seem too worrisome so far for the alumni team.
Especially with these solid kickoffs that they got going.
Exactly. They're going to hopefully take advantage of those at one point.
All right, 1-0 goes to the current high school team. That was a good game to see.
Yeah, excellent start. As we expected, a little rough to get that ball bounce figured out the first minute or so. You know, we saw that one ball bounce hit the ceiling like 2 or 3 times before anyone even got a car body on it. But after that, they seemed to be adjusting slowly to this weird gravity.
And you can see that these points that they have going, they're pretty much getting heavy touches, nice touches for the current high school team there. They got plenty of scoring and a couple touches coming through for Boss Lusario. He's a little cold on the sticks, but just getting into reading these once again. So we'll see how the points match up for this next one. I think we're going to have another mutator coming through for this next match.
Exactly. So, yeah, Just T-Man kind of pulling his weight here as expected as one of the higher ranked players. So not necessarily surprising. I think the surprising thing to me was how nice a couple of those redirects were in his ability to kind of adapt to these weird conditions. So, all right.
And I believe it'll be high bounciness on this next matchup.
Exactly. So now that
it's going to be the same. So actually, as they start playing more and more, they're going to get used to these.
Exactly. It's going to be a little smoother game, I think, for both teams here.
Yeah, as you can see, Mutators is low gravity and super high ball bounciness.
One
thing that might come into play is some of these plays that they're making for the alumni team may be seen as a fake. Throw some of these current players off. They're used to someone getting a touch, and it may work in their favor here.
Yeah, that's definitely one approach you can take is to go for a ball, and if you miss it, you say, you know, you missed that on purpose. It was a fake play. So
yeah. I do that all the time.
There's
I'm professional at faking.
there's a lot of misinformation that's going on when somebody says they're doing a fake.
Ooh, there's a double commit right there. There was a pretty wide open shot that they could have made, but
that was a
double commit came through from the Alumni team.
Great opportunity for the Alumni. Just couldn't quite read that ball. Great shot by just T-Man, just off the post.
Getting a little bit of lag issues on my end here.
Uh-oh, okay.
Gonna be possibly affecting the gameplay if they're not seeing any of this.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's too many issues at the moment for the players. And here again, we see that bounce off the ceiling.
Oh, what a
close shot by T-Man again. Right, they do have an open goal for the Alumni team here. If they can get a center ball in, that would be great.
Oh, just beat two. T-Man's just
beautiful
it out
double
his
touch
teammate.
by T-Man to get that ball out of there.
Uh-oh,
This
wide
is
open right here.
wide.
Oh, good touch. Get it out of that play. Alumni had a wide open goal, and they're keeping up the pressure. This is good.
This is really good.
Keep
Especially with
out.
this dangerous ball.
Getting in with the
There's two chances at getting a touch here. They don't capitalize again, unfortunately, but T-Man is off with this shot. Oh,
There's
really
a great
touch. Can he do another redirect? Not
Nope.
this time. Very close. All right. Alumni team does have a bit of a fast break here. I'll see if he can get a touch. Great 50-50.
Nice.
What a nice save there.
Well, it looks like the name of the game is just staying on the ground. A lot of these players like to go flying, and it's hard for them to control their car.
In the low gravity situation, it's really awkward to try to jump up, it seems like, just because they're not used to that gravity. So you can see there. Yeah, go ahead.
Most of these maps are in the same format, so the geometry is going to be the same for trying to understand your reads. They have some unique maps, but a lot of this is going to be coming down to how consistent you can play and how many times you've actually gone through some ranked gameplay with some high stress.
Exactly.
As you can see there, he just missed his shot, and now it's going back towards his own net. See if they can get their own save.
The own goal you're talking about. This is dangerous. Oh, that's on target, but that was a great corkscrew by Landboy to intercept that ball.
Yeah,
and a great pass. Slip. This is dangerous. Wow.
Ugh.
Unfortunate for just T-Man to miss that shot, but again, he's trying to improvise here a bit with this low gravity. And yeah, kind of the dangerous thing about just T-Man shots is they are powerful, but whenever they hit off that backboard, they're going all the way back to the goal that they have to defend. So.
And it'll be interesting if they can start bringing in some bump plays here, because with this low gravity, you bump a player, they go flying forever, especially if they're low boost.
That's a really, really great point, Austin. I didn't think of that. The nice thing that we're seeing here is definitely the Alumni team has adapted, very quickly after that kind of lopsided loss.
Yeah, it looks like we might be going into OT unless they hit a shot here. Ooh, just off. Time counts down, stress is building up. Let's see who makes a mistake.
Oh, can they make one touch?
One touch. On target.
That's a touch.
Oh, man.
Oh, a buzzer beater. Great shot by Landboy with all the pressure on him, actually, to get that shot on target. And he reads it perfectly and makes it impossible. Impossible looking save. Wow, I can't believe that ended that way.
Yeah, I think you're right. The alumni team is adapting, coming through. They're getting ready to start making some good rotational plays.
Yeah, they had a couple good opportunities. They just couldn't quite make contact on that final touch to get it on target to goal. They'd certainly had a couple windows there where nobody was back in goal, that they could have had a little bit longer shot, which are always challenging. But I think the opportunities are there. They shouldn't be too depressed at this point. I think they really still have a good shot to get a game in this next one.
Yeah, as we wait for the players and spectators to ready up, we'll see what they're doing in comms. Maybe they're trying to get together a new strat, see if one person's going to play defense, because I think that would be a good play. Have one person play defense, swap out, so that way you can always have good boost management going and get some good team plays, passing plays going, because, man, you get that heavy touch, it bounces halfway across the map, and you have someone already there.
You're absolutely right. So yeah, we saw in the first game particularly the current students team, blue team, did have somebody kind of sitting back, being patient, not necessarily going for the ball. I think they might have been a bit more aggressive in the second game, and that gave the Alumni a couple more opportunities here. So this is a bit dangerous. Fortunately, a heavy touch by Landboy. And here's
I
a
think this is
great
going to be
opportunity.
a shot right into the goal.
Oh,
Just off the top bar.
uh-oh, now the counter bounce. Can he make a save? Oh no. Okay, one more opportunity here. Fast break. Patient. Good touch. Yeah, it's just the ball is so light. Yeah.
Goodness.
Super hard to control that.
It's nothing but panic right now.
That's a little heartbreaking. I've missed so many of those shots. I understand the feeling.
I just can't wrap my head around how slow this ball seems to be going, but it's actually running at max speed for what these cars can go. As you can see, some of these cars, they go supersonic, and that's all they can go. They can't increase ball speed as much. So we'll see if that starts coming into play, because they're starting to pick up the game pace here, get the ball moving.
All right, great opportunity for just T-Man. Unfortunately, the flips don't quite work as you expect him in low gravity, and he misses that one. All right, that's a good touch.
I have been noticing that some of these higher ranked players, they kind of like to just do the single jump and try and use that second jump to try and help correct themselves and get a recovery, because a couple of the saves that we've been seeing from Landboy, he's been going through and getting some good recoveries off of his aerials just from that.
That's a real good point. So yeah, generally you could use your first jump and second jump to get real high in the air, but if you just use one jump, you can kind of make up for some sloppiness. At least that's how I see it when I play. If my first jump isn't good, I can kind of adjust with that corkscrew on the second jump and make a play. So
exactly, as we see here, there's a good passing play coming off. Let's see if they can capitalize off of it. We got the whole Alumni team sitting in goal. They got a lot of pressure on them.
Yep. I think they're going for fast break plays at this point. We saw them miss the first one, but this is on target.
Ooh.
Great save by Just T-Man. Great touch. Great touch. That is unbelievable touch off that bounce. And Alumni finally have their first goal on the board. But that is a beautiful touch to get control of that ball based on the bounciness. Like, excellent shot.
They definitely went for a punishment play after their over pushing, getting a little too aggressive there, and definitely made a play off of it.
Yeah, sometimes when you're feeling like you're in good positions and just missing the shots, maybe you get pushed a little too far forward is what we're seeing with the current students, and a little bit more patience. This is a good wake-up call here.
This is dangerous, just bouncing there in net. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
So I'm waiting on ground, just like we said. Ground plays is going to be key.
But that was a good patience by T-Man actually to rotate back that time rather than having both of them go for that jump. It really saved them there. Yep.
Especially for T-Man, he probably knows, probably complained about other teammates having some rotational issues. Oh, what a save. Double save there.
Great shot by Boss Lusario, but T-Man was in the right spot to block off that opportunity. Good read.
Oh, Landboy's got a shot here.
Yeah.
Ooh, just heavy on the touch. T-Man keeps on rotating back.
Good. But unfortunately, kind of pops it up.
Dishes it up to his opponents there. Oh, this might be on. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Read it incorrectly there.
All right, big play here.
Comes Angles.
Oh,
Angles.
oh.
Oh
Oh
goodness.
no.
Uh,
The
those
double
touches go a long
bouncer
way.
right into the top, right into the crossbar. Wow. Yeah, so hard to read. So hard to read because I think he was expecting the ball to hug a little bit closer to that wall, and it bounced off just a little heavy because of the high ball bounce, and so he missed that shot off the backboard or that save off the backboard, and it just went right in. Good try,
And
good try.
that's a big thing on these types of plays is having backboard. You get a lot of coverage for passing plays and trying to get something going for your own rebound. So you can definitely capitalize on that if they start using their backboard a little bit more. Because I see just T-Man always passing off backboard to Landboy there.
Yep.
Oh, got a double commit. Wide open
exactly
net.
Right. Keep it in play here and get one shot on goal. There it is
Ooh,
again.
great save.
T-Man is always in position for those last two really strong shots.
See what happens in these final seconds. Gonna be a repeat.
Yeah, let's hope the Alumni can strike back here with their own last second goal, but they're going the wrong way at this point.
Oh, great double
touch.
See if they can keep it up.
Great pass.
Here's a shot.
Oh,
Oh, just off. And here we are into OT, just off of that backboard ray.
They almost had that last second magic one more time. Not quite on target. Wow, that was a great setup though. So we will play overtime until somebody scores. It's golden goals, so as soon as somebody scores, game's over in overtime here. It's a real dangerous ball.
Dangerous floater.
Uh-oh. It's the wrong way. Oh, but a good recovery off the wall there to save that mistouch.
They're playing a little aggressive. Let's see if they start backing off here. These heavy touches are going to be coming through.
That was a really good saving touch there. And a great pass. Unfortunately, Boss Lusario couldn't quite get a nose on it. Good patience by Landboy to wait for that clearance.
Yeah, the control just coming out of T-Man. He's definitely using his boost to both get up and also get back down really quick so that way he can get back into play.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to float too much. And here comes a shot.
Oh,
ooh, great
come
save.
on. Yes.
And there's a follow-up.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Keeping the
Alumni's
pressure
on
on.
the board now.
These are some of the hardest balls to handle just because they're bouncing off the ceiling and giving them more downward momentum. Generally, you know, in a standard game, you don't see such a heavy bounce off the ceiling, so that's really giving the current student team a little bit of trouble, I would say, at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with that. There was definitely a lot more points coming through, both for Alumni and also for current team.
Yeah.
We can see that they're starting to make some better reads and better gameplay off of it.
Exactly. If you just look at the shots that the Alumni team put up this time, it seems like they're getting into a little bit more of a groove, maybe getting a little bit better chemistry going here in terms of who's passing, who's shooting, and rotations. So really nice to see that, and really glad, you know, just personally to see Alumni come out with a win here, especially in the high pressure situation of overtime.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe the age is coming into play. You got some of these more seasoned people are starting to keep a level head and be able to recover, and you know, us old guys, we definitely know how to recover and go back into play and let that old game that happened 2 games ago affect you.
Exactly. No, that's, again, the beauty of the best of 7. Just can't let 1 or 2 games affect you. It's the long haul here. So let me make sure I give the Alumni their win up in the corner here. So current students still lead 2 games to 1. Best of 7, looking for that 4th victory to give them the series. Game 4 here.
It was a great 50-50 on the kickoff there. It's like just T-Man's changed his looks, but didn't change his hitbox there.
Yeah. opportunity again here for the Alumni.
Ooh, didn't quite get the wall read. Here's a pass out to mid.
Almost a shot.
Great interception. Didn't want to get that breakaway coming from the Alumni.
Extremely dangerous. This is a really nice control by T-Man. He's got 4 or 5 touches in a row here.
Yep.
Great pass. Wow, almost. Landboy was in the exact right spot. Just tough to handle that bouncy ball.
Yep. Comes a passing play. Let's see if got just T-Man be able to read any of this. Landboy's just setting him up. Oh, there it is, right off into the top right corner. That was a great play there.
Corner. Beautiful. Good control to get it just on target there. That was bouncing fast away from him.
Yeah, just double jump and then air roll, and he got that nice location there.
So really well done by the current students, actually, just to have a lot of control that first minute. Just having multiple small touches on the ball rather than just booming it back and forth. That really, gave them the advantage there, I would say.
Yeah, they're not playing a game of tennis anymore. They're trying to slow it down a little bit and get some control. We've seen some flicks coming out in last previous games.
No, you're absolutely right. Yep.
Oh,
wow.
What a shot.
That's just...
It was wide open for that breakaway there.
Double opportunity for both players here to... I don't know who actually got... Okay. Zebra. Beautiful shot. Good power on that one to tie up the game. Another kickoff win by the students. They've started to turn that around, actually. Uh-oh, big miss.
Oh, comes a pass.
Yeah, that's a good
nice
control pass off the wheels.
Ooh, and just T-Man just cut it off. Didn't want that pass play to happen.
It's an excellent setup, though. Now we're getting the own goal danger here.
Yep.
Oh.
There's a passing right off backboard.
All right. Both Alumni get a touch on it. Both are not on target, though. See what T-Man can do here with his control he's been displaying the last game.
In gameplay, I'm definitely noticing that the Alumni have some back post rotations going here, and we got some aggressive gameplay coming off of the current high school students. They're going straight for wanting to get goals.
Yeah, that ball is so hard to read off that corner.
Yeah,
great shot.
Just T-Man just capitalized off of it.
Great shot, yeah. Way to follow it up and just have the right touch. Yeah, that was a really difficult shot from that distance. He lined it up perfectly. Uh-oh, a little bit of danger here.
There's a floater right in front of goal.
Wow.
Man, they capitalize on it.
Wow. I think T-Man was thinking about his last goal still.
Yeah.
Forgot about defense for a second there.
He was trying to read it off of the backboard, but misflipped off of there and couldn't get out.
You know, that heavy bounce off the side or the back, gave him that last goal and then penalized him this last goal for the Alumni. So, tit for tat.
Wide open. Let's see what they can capitalize on. Nice slow play.
Oh, fake.
There's a fake.
Another fake, but that one's not so beneficial.
Great passing play.
Oh, is it in?
There we go. Let's see if T-Man can capitalize off of it. Ooh, misread right off of it. Got a breakaway going.
Does have full boost. Should be okay.
Going straight back to net. Got it pretty well covered.
Hard. Oh, good touch. This is super dangerous ball. Can he read it? No, this bounce is insane.
Someone's just got to wait underneath the ball. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah, if you can dribble and catch it. You don't need to jump at all. That's the wrong way.
And just watching this is making me eek in my chair, thinking I'm going to help out. I'm twisting, trying to see if I can get my own
I
air roll
know.
going.
It's easy to coach from the sideline here. Great
Exactly.
shot. Zekam Zebra with the hat trick of this game. 3 goals on 3 shots. The
That's one
accuracy
thing
is
you'll
there.
notice. You'll notice as you start watching these games, you'll think that, oh man, my twist or rotations is actually going to help the gameplay. You're just getting into it that much.
Yeah, those bounces to the ceiling are just so uncustomary that nobody quite knows how to handle them still.
It's definitely easy to be a backseat driver on these types of games. Oh, great catch there. Let's see if he can read this, get a nice rolling play going.
Yeah,
Pops it up for his teammate behind him.
Wow, what a great read though.
Yeah, that's coming from
Cesario keeps in play. Another opportunity. I don't know if it's worth just falling back to defense for the Alumni team.
Are they going to be able to keep it up?
Oh my goodness.
There's a great backward
There's a
pass.
chance here. Oh.
Goodness. And that game
Really
goes
great
to
effort.
Alumni.
Really great effort at the last minute there. Just not enough time. All right. This is awesome. We're tied up at 2-2. I don't know if I would have predicted that, actually.
No,
this
not
is
at all.
Excellent result that the Alumni are starting to fight right back into this game. And
Yeah.
Zekam Zebra is starting to heat up on the accuracy of the goal shooting. And like I said, 3 shots on 3 goals. He didn't really make some unforced errors there when he's shooting, which is critical in any Rocket League game.
And just seeing by his title, he's got a champ tournament winner, so maybe he's fluffing up his ranked gameplay a little bit.
Oh, interesting. So maybe what was reported as his rank at the moment was not indicative of his actual skill level.
Yeah.
I think that's a really great point.
Here's a great pass coming off corner. Zekam's taking his time. Bumping.
Yeah, there's just
Get
a
some great plays.
little hesitation there by just T-Man, actually. It's hard to say whether he's trying to play defense or offense just in that last play.
Slowing down the play. Let's see if it works in his favor.
Oh, yes. I know he can handle
Bounce
this
off
shot.
corner.
Great
Oh,
try.
just great 50-50 there. He had an
Yeah.
angle. It was a tight one.
Beautiful touch.
Oh. There we go. Backboard. Good defensive play. Turn into a passing play.
Oh boy, a little bit of danger here. I don't know, last 3 or 4 balls, Zekam Zebra has just been able to read them perfectly off the bounce. I think he's starting to get his touchdown here for this low grav.
Yeah. Definitely figuring out, just going for those aerials all the time unless you know it. It's the play to go for.
Just T-Man has another shot off the backboard. They do have a good opportunity here, one-on-one play. Good read again. This time by Boss Cesario.
Great rotations coming out here from the current high school team. They're keeping the pressure up, rotating in, making a touch, and
here comes the
passing
nemesis
off to
ball.
their teammate.
Finally.
What a
Perfect
shot
read
that
off the
was.
ceiling. After all of these opportunities, he got one perfectly in there. Awesome shot. Good read.
Second was trying to go for a float, try and cover net.
And Boss Cesario did, he did jump up in time, but didn't have the corner covered, unfortunately. It's just in the perfect spot for just T-Man. Great shot.
Comes a potential play. Great pass. It's a floater, but it's saved.
Good save.
Didn't have the placement. Starting to speed up here. Let's see if they can start reading this. Zekam with a great touch.
Yep.
T-Man cutting off the passing play, kicking it back into their half. Great fake.
That was a beautiful fake. Whether it was on purpose or not, hard to say.
I think as lower ranked players, we fake all the time, and it always works in our favor, and we just pass it off. Stay calculated all the time.
Especially if you're in voice chat. I mean, it might not be obvious that you're going to miss, but you know if you're going to miss, and you can call out that fake, after the fact, after you're already in the air. And it can be super helpful to your teammates to know they need to rotate that back immediately to take that shot.
Yeah. We see some wide rotations coming out from the alumni team. Bump coming through.
There was a good
missed.
chance at the patented Austin bump strategy in low gravity here. Good try.
I wonder if they're cued into the stream trying to listen to us and get some good notes.
No, we haven't seen nearly enough bumps if that were the case. Yeah. Oh, great shot.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
He was there to save it. He double jumped. Let's see if he can get back to it. Oh, not quite.
He was just turned around the wrong way. Unfortunate bounce. Yeah, he got bumped off that ball hard, actually. Couldn't recover in time. That's a great rebound opportunity and score by the current students.
You can see some consistency coming off in the kickoffs here. They got some good 50-50s going in the beginning. On the initial game, they had some mishaps. They're thinking that the gravity is going to help bring them back to the ground, but they're making their corrections accordingly.
I haven't actually noticed, are they trying to do like a speed flip kickoff or not? I'm wondering if they tried to do that on the first game and the first kickoff, if that's why they just completely missed because their jump was too high of gravity. And
yeah, I think you're correct in that.
A third goal here by Just T-Man.
Yeah, definite breakaway strategy there. Waited in the net, had a nice light touch, dished out to him.
It's well earned, right? He has 7 shots on goal right now and just earned his hat trick. So T-Man is kind of taking control of this game at the moment. Well done. Good touch by Landboy to pinch that slightly off the corner. Leaving it for Just T-Man. We'll see if he sets up a passing play here. Good opportunity.
That's what he's going for. It's going to be cut off, though.
Yep.
I got a little bit of a backboard read. See if they can get it. A little heavy touch.
Yeah.
He's just going to revert back to net. I think that's pretty smart. Leave someone up front.
Exactly.
Rotate in.
Yeah, down 3-0. Just a few seconds left. Just try to reinforce some good positioning for the alumni team here and move on to the next game. That's no problem at all.
Oh, bouncing play right off.
Great shot. Right off the wall.
See if this momentum will kind of carry off into the next game.
That's a good way to finish a game. Yeah. Just get a little confidence booster knowing that you do have the plays there. That's a great shot. All right.
It's coming down to the last game. Let's see if it's going to be them coming out with a victory.
Current students on match point here. Can the alumni bounce back? We've seen them do it twice after going down 2-0, so I don't think it's a problem for them.
We'll have to see if this pressure is going to get to the alumni. They know they need to step up.
Alright, I'm going to pay attention to see if they're doing a speed flip kickoff here. No, I think it's too dangerous. Yeah, with that low gravity, they don't know how to handle that little extra bounce. So, okay. Yeah, there's got to be a name we can coin for that when the ball is just doing unlimited bounces off the floor and ceiling in this low gravity situation. It's really giving the players the most trouble, I would say.
And it's great to note that whichever trail is coming off of the ball is going to be noted for who last touched the ball, whether it's orange team or blue team. So you can definitely tell who's going to be getting the punishment or the benefit off of it, whether it was their own play or if someone capitalized off of a touch. Oh, what a save.
Wow.
That was going in their top left corner.
Beautiful block.
Went off of the post and got a good save there.
Wow.
Keeping it in.
It's a great interception. Unfortunate bounce off the corner, though. That's really hard to read.
Got a stalemate. See what's going to happen.
Oh,
got some forward momentum. Here we go. Oh, demo coming in.
All right.
See if they're going to get a little toxic and start doing some more demos here. One of the benefits is doing a demo like that gets them some defense. They get to spawn back at their net.
That's true. A little bit of boost in their pocket. Yep.
Oh, nice light touch.
What
that right
a
in.
good touch off that heavy rebound. Yeah, awesome.
That was well played there.
Really good control to get on the other side of that ball from where he was. Really well played. Zekam Zebra building off the momentum, like he said, from that last second goal he had.
Looks like current high school team is playing a little passive.
Yeah, I was just thinking that T-Man, I think made a conscious effort there just to get boost and go all the way back. That's probably wise to regroup here for just a second.
Taking those wide sweeps at the ball.
Yep.
Definitely helping out, getting some pathing correct and minimize your
wow.
angles there. Wow, what a shot. Just off a post.
Interesting that he didn't pursue that ball. That's pretty heads-up play knowing that Boston Sario was in the middle.
This might just come into a passing play right here. Pass it to himself.
Wow.
Oh, what a block. Double jump right into that. Save.
That could be a series-saving play right there. That was
Definitely.
a great save.
So we're seeing this pressure going back and forth.
This T-Man has another chance here, though.
Great pinch.
Yeah.
Keep that velocity up.
It's going to be really tough to read. Just T-Man does get a good read on it, though. Landboy puts in the middle, I think. No, it didn't quite hit right.
Comes a rebound. See if he
oh boy,
regrets this touch. It was a pass out to mid. Landboy recovered for him, thankfully.
All right, they got double coverage
struggling.
there. Great,
nice air
great
dribble coming
control
out from
in the
Landboy.
air. Wow. And then
they're trying to get a clear out.
A little bit of Three Stooges action there to get that ball out. Another good, powerful shot, just not quite on target. Uh-oh.
Zekam's doing great. Learning
That's
to
the
boost
second
down.
demo we see it against Zekam Zebra. Open goal. Somebody can control this. It's going to be very difficult off the wall. Yeah. Good opportunity to build the lead, but a really tough read.
Yeah, you can tell their thought is to just try and shoot towards the ground. That's a safe way to do a shot in a normal game, but in this, it just gets that bounce going.
Oh yeah, it's really hard to control. That's why, Zekam Zebra's shots have been pretty impressive, just the way he's been able to control shots just as they're bouncing off the ground. It's a little bit difficult with this high ball bounce.
Here comes a rebound. It's going to go off backboard. Boss Lusario staging up.
Almost. That's right. Yeah, he need to get that touch. Wow. Oh, delicate touch to get it off target.
Just didn't quite get around the ball. Try and get that angle right on the shot.
All right, you got one more opportunity here for current students to get a goal on the board. And there it is. Unfortunately, it's a pretty weak shot.
He's going to make him pay for it.
Oh, it's a little dangerous to put it back in play.
Okay.
Wow. Well, we couldn't have planned this out much better. Got a 3-3 game here going into the deciding match, Game 7. Unbelievable.
All tied up.
Really good control there by Zekam Zebra, particularly to handle that I think it was at least 2 critical saves there for
Yeah.
shots that were well struck. So,
Yeah, he
you
was
know,
definitely getting into the zone of just floating in front of net and being able to make those saves. And just T-Man, he's been trying to get some control going out, but and it's been sometimes a double commit going out by just T-Man and Landboy. So
exactly. Yeah, they're having a little bit of trouble with that double commit. You're exactly right. So when both players are going for the same ball, just have a little bit more communication who's going first. There seems to be some hesitancies there. So that's good that you picked that out.
and I think with the current high school team, since they got a new player coming in, I'm not sure if they've ever played together. So they're probably just
That's
learning each other's abilities and then trying to talk over voice chat and get some strategy going. So
this is a
this
really
alumni
good.
team has that on their benefit.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. This is a great team building exercise for these 2 current students.
Great kickoff starting on last game. Let's see who gets game point off of this here.
Yeah, it all comes down to this. This is pretty high pressure here, Game 7.
Great passing. I think that's just in.
Wow,
Yep.
right
That
off
was
the ceiling.
just an angle that nobody quite could get to. Someone
Wow,
was pushed up. We got
that's a
Bastasario pushed up pretty far up and couldn't get back quite in time.
Yep,
Great shot by Landboy.
to come from that far back. They probably weren't expecting an on target shot there. Yeah, that turn by Landboy to get the angle on that shot actually was a pretty small window there.
Oh,
So I think he must
50-50,
have
almost
done
going in the favor of just T-Man there. But it's also bouncing back towards his net.
Oh,
Can they capitalize?
wow.
Oh, goodness. I think it's safe to say they're getting comfortable with this
The
type of game mode now.
Exactly. Oh, it's great touch, great spot, good power.
Just out of reach from Landboy there. Got a backboard play coming from just T-Man. Zeckham's doing a great job reading it and trying to put on the pressure. Help his teammate out. Great rotations coming out from both sides now. They're really vested into this. They want the dub.
Oh, can he backflip this? No, he leaves it for cleanup duty.
Oh, here comes a shot. Great save by Zeckham.
Again.
Staying well composed. Just T-Man's just gonna roll that one in. Zeckham was pushed up.
Beautiful flick, yeah. That was great control to finally get that one on the top of his car roof instead of letting it bounce.
Yeah, I don't get quite much practice in flicking in low gravity, but that was great.
Yeah.
Made that look easy.
That was just instinct right there. All right, a 1-goal advantage for the current students. After going up 2-0 in the series, it's now 3-3.
This T-Man was waiting for an overcommit, and there it was. That one there was a push.
Wow.
He went straight for it, punished him. Got it around one, and just that angle right there.
Yeah.
Second was just barely going to touch it, but didn't quite get a nose.
You're exactly right. He came out just a little bit too soon. If he stayed back in goal as he had been doing, he probably would have been able to make that save, but understand that they were 1 goal down. They do have to apply some pressure. Now suddenly they're 2 goals down. Still plenty of time though.
Oh, here comes a full-scale push from the alumni team.
It's a very challenging bounce though.
Bastasario going back to net, gonna cover it. Doesn't quite get the read on the play to get it out. Landboy's touching it off the backboard. Just dishing up just T-Man. Let's see if he can get this read off the ceiling. Not quite. Floating. Everybody's panicking. Everybody wants this win.
Oh, it comes out of nowhere.
Just outside post.
Wow,
great double touch.
Great chance at a double touch there by Landboy. Wow.
Yeah, actually helped keep it in and keep it away from rebounding right back into his net. So they're getting some of the speed going back up for all these touches here. Gameplay starting to pick up. Let's see if their reading skills are quick enough.
Right, another big push by just T-Man. I mean, right now they're kind of just playing defense by being offensive here, keeping the ball on the other side of the court. It's a good opportunity, but just too easy for just T-Man. And there's
What I see
the
is
counterattack they've been burned with before. Let's see what happens.
there's a lot of just solo plays coming out. They're learning that they need to keep one person back, let someone commit, go solo,
Yep.
see what they can do.
Exactly.
Here comes an angle right into the net.
Wow.
T-Man couldn't quite get there.
That's that second wall shot they've got in his goal the past 2 or 3 games. Actually, the third one they've gotten off that wall bounce. It's just hard to read because it comes off a little hot, a little more quickly than they're used to.
See the patience from Zekam.
T-Man rotates all the way back as well. Interesting. Trying to secure that 1 goal buffer. Interesting that T-Man is really playing patiently right now.
Yeah,
That
just
might
wait
just
for
pay
an
off.
overcommit.
Oh boy. But then we got the counterattack. Not a great touch. An opportunity here.
Great pass. Here comes Boss Lusario.
Oh, great
Ooh,
try.
just off the
Just
tip. Passes
didn't quite
backwards.
get there.
Here comes some pressure.
It's gonna be really
See
tough.
if Zekam goes for it. It just lets
Yeah.
it. Yep, goes right to his teammate. See if his teammate can make a play.
Just over 30 seconds left here. A couple more opportunities. Uh-oh.
Here comes a pushing play.
Great
See what they
touch.
can do off of this.
Oh,
Ooh, T-Man cuts it off.
wow.
Backboard read. Ooh, just
This
missed,
is-
but Landboy was there to clean it up. Oh, Boss Lusario for a save. Oh my
Come
goodness.
on, one more chance. Great save. Oh no.
Oh goodness.
That's not the time you want to be faking.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Current students.
Alumni trying to keep the play alive. I think
Oh,
it's gonna touch.
wow.
That was
Wow.
a great end to the series there.
Really
That
well
was-
done.
Came down to the wire there.
Congratulations to Just T-Man, Landboy. Strong performance against a pretty steady alumni team that really started heating up there at the end, especially with the Zekam Zebra. That was amazing. Amazing comeback to come back from 2 games to 0.
That was a great reverse sweep that they were playing through. I mean, they made their calculations correctly, and they just got punished on that last one. They were both going back and forth, batting it like tennis, but T-Man just had those reads.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I think the part that blue team was kind of getting surprised by was when they would go for those powerful shots and they just hit off the backboard if they weren't on target. I think alumni team was really trying to capitalize on those to some success, especially the game that Zekam Zebra had a hat trick. But overall, I mean, T-Man's control, he seemed to be the one to be able to get multiple touches in a row, play off the wall pretty strongly. But yeah, really good display by everyone here.
Yeah, thank you guys for your time. It was great to see the alumni coming out. They're getting ready to go back into possibly college and working, and then high school teams getting ready to go back to school. So they had this time available, and they came out to play, and it was a great showing.
Absolutely. Yeah, really nice way to kick off the season. Nothing too serious here, just playing with some mutators for fun and getting the Rocket League gears back in play here. So really nice show match. Really fun to have the alumni involved. I think we'll be back again next Saturday is the plan. Probably with a little bit different format. We'll see. This was really fun, so I wouldn't mind seeing this come back. That's kind of a good equalizer, I would say, to really make the players think. So other than that, I think we can sign off. Thank you, Austin.
Yeah, thank you, Blake. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here.